Alright, we're back. Hopefully things are dying off screen. And I mean dying, like fucking just dead.
So, pitch again.
Oh, cool.
This time...
What are we pitching aside from a tent? Just thinking
always.
about all that murder. It's a murder boner. Fuck you.
Alright, so what you have to work with here
God.
is we got three actors here.
Okay.
Include them all. Any of them can be the main character.
Okay.
We got Hugh Jackman,
Alright.
Jonathan Frakes,
Interesting.
and Emma Watson. Right? And
Well, I think I know where I can put her.
It's a biographical drama mixed with any other genre of your choosing. What I mean by biographical drama is, say, Forrest Gump. It tells his life story. From beginning to end, taking the most important parts, telling an entire story of his life, kind of thing.
Okay.
Run with it.
A biographical drama. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about a real person. It can be a fictitious individual.
And it can mix any other genre. You can mix like sci-fi or fantasy or horror or western or... It's what I mean by biographical drama. It's literally just the entire life of someone. It can be whatever.
All right. Jonathan Frakes.
Okay. I didn't think you'd go with him for the main character.
Oh, he's the star. He's the star. He is the sheriff of a town in the Old West.
Oh, okay. Actually, I can see that.
Getting ready to hang up his fucking gun belt and his star for the last time. He's retiring. He's done. He's had it. He's lived a long and just life. He's ready to fucking, call it quits. We flash back to early scenes of his life. He sees his father gunned down by outlaws.
Hugh Jackman.
No.
His father. Oh.
No, actually, the outlaw that killed his father was Sir Patrick Stewart.
Okay, I was gonna include him actually, because he sort of crosses the Jonathan Frakes and Hugh Jackman bridge.
Yep.
So.
Anyway, so his father, who incidentally was also played by Jonathan Frakes, gunned down by outlaws led by Sir Patrick Stewart.
No, his father's played by Data, whatever his name was.
Brent Spiner.
Brent Spiner.
Yeah, okay, sure. Why not? You know what? Yeah, fuck it. No, you know what? His father's played by Michael Dorn just because it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Okay.
Fucking, I want a shirt with Commander Riker on it that just says "Worf's my daddy." Do it. Do it now. Anyway.
That can be our
you know what?
Patreon
Actually,
bonus.
that's you know what? That's fan art for the week.
Yeah.
Fucking draw me a picture of Riker and Worf and just like Worf's my daddy.
But Riker has like a sheriff star.
Yeah, a sheriff star in place of his communicator badge, his comm badge. Sorry, I thought I had another thing on my foot. It distracted me temporarily there. But yeah, his comm badge is instead of sheriff star. Okay, so we then go through, scenes of his life as he trains to be, a fast gunslinger, training to fight hand to hand, okay, so Michael Dorn's not gonna play his father because Michael Dorn's gonna play the guy he trains with. Okay. Yeah, as he's younger, right? Fucking trains with him, becomes like a righteous and just man, and we come to him later in his life, during the time when he goes to take on the outlaws who killed his father, and he's played by Hugh Jackman at this point. Hugh Jackman is playing young Jonathan Frakes. That's right. Oddly enough, he speaks with his actual Australian accent the whole time, and nobody seems to notice. During that time, he meets up with a young barmaiden. They're not called barmaidens in those times. They're called saloon girls. I don't know. What do you call them?
I don't know.
Because, yeah, barmaid. Sorry, I've been listening to too much pirate metal again. But no, the girl that hangs out in the saloon. Whatever. Anyway, it's Emma Watson.
Bartender?
No, because they're not the bartender. The bartender's the guy with the fucking
the
the suspenders and the striped shirt and shit like that, and fucking always standing there cleaning the glass.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Inexplicably.
Yeah. But yeah, she's the fucking girl that hangs out at the saloon. I don't know what the fuck you call her. Anyway, the tavern wench. Whatever. Emma Watson. Right? So that's right, Hugh Jackman with Emma Watson as his love interest. Because that's not strange at all. It's the Old West. Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as he gets ready, he starts gathering some of the townsfolk because in this time he's still not sheriff just yet, because Hugh Jackman can play him at a much younger age. That's totally fine. Look how long he's been playing Wolverine. So he's still not sheriff quite at this point. This is the story of how he rose to become sheriff. The current sheriff of the town has just been killed by the same outlaws. They've ridden back into town and shot down the sheriff.
But they didn't kill the deputy.
But they didn't kill the deputy, exactly. Michael Dorn is the deputy. That's his connection. So, no, you know what? Michael Dorn was the sheriff. Yeah.
Oh,
Michael Dorn was the sheriff by this point.
And he trained him, and then he got killed.
Yeah. And so there's this whole fucking, because this is a drama, right? There's this whole crisis of character where Hugh Jackman doesn't know if he should, or if he should get close to Emma Watson, because everyone that he gets close to gets killed by these outlaws. But he finally decides he's gonna take the fight to them. So now this town is lawless. The fucking outlaws run it. You know, Sir Patrick has set himself up in the fucking sheriff's office being like, bitch, I run this town. And Hugh Jackman ain't having none of that shit. So he gathers up as many of the townsfolk as he can, and in honor of their fallen sheriff, you know, rises to the challenge and leads the town in a revolt to take out these guys. And finally, he has the chance to either kill the man who killed his pa and killed his sheriff best friend, old guy Michael Dorn, Worf, Klingon dude. And he's like, the whole time, by the way, the sheriff's badge is being worn on a sash by Michael Dorn. He's not dressed in Klingon makeup or anything. He just happens to have a sash that's got the sheriff star on it.
All right.
Right. Just roll with it.
Rolling with it.
And so, fucking, where was I? Right. He finally, you know, beats these guys, and he's faced with the choice: does he gun down the man who killed his pa, who killed the sheriff, right? Or does he make him face justice, which will probably be death anyways, but he's not the one pulling the trigger, right? Just, you know, moral implications of it, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, he decides to spare him and let him hang for his crimes or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because he's like, no, I'm a just man. You'll face, you know, the justice of this land. You won't die by my hand. The town loves him. They appoint him the new sheriff, and then we come back to Jonathan Frakes in his later years as he, you know, goes to hang it up, you know, be done with it and everything. And as the film ends, a digitally aged Emma Watson runs in and screaming, "Sheriff, sheriff," you know, some shit's going down at the fucking tavern or whatever. And it's just as he's like hanging up his star, he puts it back on and fucking leaves, walks out the fucking double doors and everything, and credits roll. Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's called Wagon to the Stars.
Cool.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah. There we go. There's my pitch. Thank you.
Okay, I want to, because it's a biographical drama, they usually like end but then continue. It's like this section of the story ends but then it continues. And I feel like from there, there's a bigger role for Emma Watson's character.
Well,
she's
yeah,
not who she thinks she is though. Like, she's there, but maybe she's like, I don't know, spy from the government.
Time traveler from the future.
That, yeah, why not? This is not only Western but sci-fi. It's Firefly, apparently.
Well, that was a space Western.
Yeah.
I steer clear of the space on this one just because I've brought in, like several Star Trek actors already. I kind of want to shy away from fucking space on this one. But time travel, we can do that.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like it sort of continues with her character bringing another side to the story.
She doesn't even show up aged at the end. She just shows up same as always because she's a time traveler. Yeah. In fact, the two of them fall in love, but at some point she has to reveal the truth about her nature, and she has to leave. And that's the last thing we see.
A younger her shows up at the end. She's a time traveler.
It's about the same age, but no, she's like, I have to leave. I may never see you again. All this shit, right? And she leaves. And then she comes back like, Sheriff, I need your help. And he fucking rolls out the door one last time. Yeah. She comes back from the future.
There's something interesting in there going on. We'll come back to this someday.
Featuring a cameo by Christopher Lloyd as Dr. Emmett Brown, of course.
Okay.
Hey man, he's been a time traveler in the Old West.
True.
In a couple movies now. Because he did show up in the Seth MacFarlane movie as Doc Brown as well.
Did he?
Working on the DeLorean in a barn.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. That's the Million Ways to Die.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he's fucking stumbling home drunk one night, and then he sees like some flashes coming from a barn, and he's like, what the fuck? And it's like blue, and you hear like electricity arcing and shit, and he's like, what the hell? He like walks over and he like opens up the door, and there's fucking Christopher Lloyd with like the long white hair going on and everything, working on a DeLorean.
That's great. Probably the only great thing in that movie.
Oh yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so time traveling Emma Watson, Jonathan Frakes, but when he's younger, he's played by Hugh Jackman. Patrick Stewart as the criminal boss. Will Wheaton as his right-hand man. Forgot to throw Will Wheaton in there. Fuck, what am I thinking?
All this like sci-fi like masterclass being in a western.
I know, right? It's fucking perfect. Yeah, no, that's what I'm going with.
That's good.
That's what I'm going with.
That's good. That sounds like a story to me. It's gonna be a thing
awesome.
at some point.
I like it.
Cool. Next time, guys.
See you later.